Hi, my name is Selena from Wholeness Campaign. I've recovered from IBS, parasitic infection, food intolerances, asthma, allergies, and a host of neurological symptoms associated with multiple severe concussions, all using food as medicine, and I'm passionate about helping others do the same. So, nervous system regulation. It's become sort of a trend. I actually really like it. I think it's very important. I think it's awesome that people are popularizing this topic. And I want to talk about why I think it actually should be second to gut health. And there are two things I'm noticing about the way that nervous system regulation is becoming popularized. First is that some people are actually saying, all you need to do is nervous system regulation to overcome your chronic symptoms, that if you are chronically sick, that it just is only your nervous system. And the second thing I'm seeing is because they believe that, there's a lot of gaslighting going on where people actually believe that if you're still sick, it's all in your nervous system. It's all just in your mind. And that's kind of an age-old idea of doctors just telling patients that the disease is just all in their mind. But I actually think it's kind of happening in some circles and on the internet. Not all, but some. And like I said, I think it's really important. But the reason that I have it second is pretty foundational, is that I really believe when you heal your gut, you actually fuel your nervous system to operate better. Now, I'm going to give you a whole list of reasons why I think gut health comes first, but that's the foundation of what I believe. And at the end of this video, I'm going to teach you how I go about helping people support their nervous system recovery with a gut first approach. And so stick around at the end for that. Okay, number one, our nervous system requires fat soluble vitamins, amino acids, nutrients, minerals. It requires all of these things that demand that our gut actually be working properly. It requires that we have an absorption site, so our small intestine actually be sealed and functioning well to absorb nutrients, to get the nutrients and minerals that it needs to function in a healthy state. The truth of the matter is that so many people are malnourished, and it's actually put their body into a chronic state of fight or flight. When you're not only not eating the nutrient-dense foods, but you're not absorbing the nutrient-dense foods, then your nervous system couldn't be in a more heightened response because it's literally not getting the most foundational things that it needs. Your nervous system needs fat. It actually needs cholesterol-rich foods, and sometimes it needs an exorbitant amount of it in order to actually get through those early healing stages. And so when we start with just rewiring of the mind, when the mind is actually demanding more cholesterol to function properly, I think obviously any nervous system regulation is good, but I think it could be even more effective if you're pairing it and ideally doing this beforehand, making sure you're actually nourished, making sure your brain is getting all that fat, making sure your digestion is functioning properly, that you can digest the fat so that it can actually benefit you. Another thing healing the gut does to the nervous system is that when you take in the right foods, when you take in meat stock, my meat stock mini course is below. Meat stock is going to seal the gut lining, which inevitably is going to calm down the body's immune response. The immune response is such a intense stressor on your body and your nervous system. If you are in a constant state of fighting your own body because it's interpreting food and pathogens and undigested food like poop that are in your bloodstream as invaders, and it's just continuously attacking itself, your nervous system is going to feel that, and very likely your own body could be attacking your nervous system. It's actually really hard to come out of that by just changing the way that you think, by calming yourself down, having a calm external environment, when really it's the internal environment that's doing all of the damage in the first place. So we need to stop the immune system hyperreactivity, this immune response towards everything that we're eating, towards every chemical we're exposed to, so your body can actually learn safety through experience, not be gaslit into safety based off something that your mind wants to believe. And now I know that's controversial, because the flip side of this is that there's actually microbes in your gut that respond to the state of our nervous system. It's kind of this chicken or the egg scenario where some people really believe that you can't heal your microbiome, your gut. You can't replenish your gut, everything that I talk about here on my channel. If your nervous system is against you, your body will actually kill off those pathogens. It has this sort of self-detonating property where you can't gain more good bacteria. So I understand it's kind of the chicken or the egg scenario. Which one are you going to do first? And ultimately, I think they are both very important, but I think sometimes you can actually out microbe your nervous system into becoming calm again. And the reason that I think that's important is because 95% of our serotonin is made up in our gut lining. GABA, a neurotransmitter related to feelings of calmness and decreased anxiety and stress, is produced in the gut lining. If that's not functioning properly, it's really hard for our body to get the things that it needs to make healthy neural pathways that constitute healing and help your body actually want to move in the direction of healing and wholeness. And on top of that, there are pathogens in your gut right now that are off-gassing toxic chemicals into your bloodstream. These toxic chemicals are going directly to your brain. I've talked about this here on my channel before when I talked about autism, but a lot of what's going on in so many of our bodies is that we have such an extremely high pathogenic load. Those pathogens are off-gassing, I believe it's over 176 different toxic gases, and these gases, alcohol being one of them, are literally going to our brain, going to all other areas of your body as well, but they're going to your brain and damaging the brain. They're causing these reactions. This is actually why you see autistic children acting a little bit drunk sometimes. It's like a stream of toxicity from the gut. Then healing the nervous system is really hard. We actually need to cut that off before we move forward. It's kind of like the analogy of like, are we going to try to like sew you up before we stop the bleeding, or are we going to try to stop the bleeding first? Again, I know it's controversial, and there's actually research supporting both approaches, but I say this because I think so many people are stuck going one way in their healing process, and you might actually need to tap into the microbiome, the toxicity, and then the nervous system, not the other way around. So this is what I teach in the Whole Health Blueprint. We actually build a foundation of gut healing first. We introduce the meat stock that's going to help your gut lining start to produce those healthy healing neurotransmitters that are going to help your brain, all those feelings of depression, anxiety, obsessive thoughts, insomnia, all of those mental symptoms are going to be soothed in that first stage of healing as we repair the gut lining and repopulate the microbiome with beneficial microbes that are actually going to not just kick out the pathogens, but they're going to actually produce the vitamins that are needed for our brain to function. I don't know if you know this, but B12 is actually created in the gut lining. You need good microbes to even create B12, which a deficiency in B12 is actually associated with mental disorders. So we start there, and then we move on to detoxification. We want to eliminate the body's biggest hurdle of healing. I truly believe this. Toxicity in the body is the biggest hurdle to healing. This actually will allow your microbiome to fully rebalance, and then you're going to move into the nervous system regulation phase, where I'm all about renewing the mind and truth, building an environment in your mind that breeds safety, rewiring your stress response, and actually going beyond the emotions and the thought patterns into your core beliefs so that we can change the way that we think about ourselves and our bodies and instigate even more healing. So that's basically the outline of the Whole Health Blueprint. If you're interested in applying for that, go ahead and check out the link in the description box below. It's a 6-month high-touch program that gives you everything you need. Literally, I have designed it to be step-by-step, every single thing you need to make it through all 3 of these phases with support, with a community, and I would love to have you in the program. The link to apply for that is below. Now, how do you go about nervous system regulation with a gut-first approach? I think it's very simple. So we need to first heal the gut lining. We could eat all the best foods, but if our gut lining is damaged, we're not absorbing the food. So we need to heal the spot in our body that actually absorbs nutrients. That's the small intestine. So we're going to heal and seal leaky gut. Then we're going to nourish the body like crazy, give it every single building block it needs to heal and repair itself. I truly believe that when you give the body the needed nourishment, it will do the repair work on its own. So we'll do that, learn how to listen to your body, learn how to know its cues. Then you're going to repopulate the microbiome, but you're going to do it strategically. You're not just going to take some random over-the-counter probiotic. You're going to actually therapeutically dose probiotics, meaning that you are finding the dose that gives you pathogenic die-off, and you're building your body's tolerance slowly so that the microbiome starts to shift. Literally, the terrain, the ecosystem in your gut is going to start to shift, and it's going to start producing vitamins, producing needed enzymes for detox, and it's going to help you to actually start to chelate heavy metals in the body, which will then work on the toxicity, which like I said was the biggest hurdle. And once you do those 3 things, that's when your body's going to be truly set up for success as you start to move into renewing the mind and changing your thought patterns and stress response around healing, around reactions. And the reason why we go through that process first is because you're going to start to understand reactions differently. You're not going to be scared of them anymore. They're going to be signals to you. And once you have that knowledge going through those first 3 steps, that's when you can actually be able to say to your nervous system, hey, you're safe. You can calm down. I know it feels like we're in a helpless, hopeless state, but the truth of the matter is this is just a signal and I can attend to it as needed. That process is really deep. I often think we need to involve counselors, licensed therapists to really support us along that process, and I'm all for that stuff, trust me. But you gain such a good foundation when your body's really working for you instead of against you. So that's my biggest tips when it comes to healing your nervous system with a gut first approach. Okay, I hope you got value out of this video. If you're ready for that deep dive, the Whole Health Blueprint link is in the description box below. And be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more root cause gut health related content like this. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.